Good morning. This is video 2 of the vlog, and as you can see, as you can see, it's a brisk morning today. Yeah, I woke up this morning with the intention of having a nice healthy breakfast and then starting a decent workout before I go to work. Unfortunately, when I got up and I had a look at what I had available for breakfast, there wasn't anything. So before I have a workout, I'm walking down to the shops now. I did a little bit of research, and apparently high fat foods such as avocado or something like that is avocado is quite good for keeping you full for longer, which is definitely what I'm going to need to fend off the cravings during the day of snacks. So I'm going to look for some of that, and maybe some of that seeded bread, even though bread itself's not great, but I'm not just going to have avocado on its own. Usually I'd have just jumped in the car and driven down here, but despite it being so icy and snowy, I thought I'd take a walk down and get that little bit extra cardio in before I go back home, have my breakfast, and then start a proper workout. Anyway, I'm just getting to the shops now, so I'll go in and see what they've got. I always end up buying loads more than I expect to whilst I come in here. feel the cold as soon as you come out of there. Didn't realise how nice and warm it was. I always spend loads more in there than I intend to spend. I went in for one avocado for about 80 pence. And I've come out having spent just under £10. Those cherry tomatoes though, those should be quite nice chopped up with the avocado toast. Hi, unfortunately today's not going quite as planned. I had intended to get up and have my breakfast followed by a decent sized workout before going to work. I have actually been called to work earlier than expected, so now it's going to be a case of doing my workout this afternoon, which is probably a good idea anyway really, because I'll be able to figure out how much noise certain pieces of equipment makes and determine if I can actually do them first thing in the morning without disturbing the neighbours too much. I found these in my camera equipment this morning, so I'm going to try them out. I've never actually used this before, so let's see how this works. Hey, I think that looks quite cool. Oh, that'll make things a little bit more interesting. The only thing I'm not sure about is the sound quality. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me, so I might have to do a voiceover for this later on. I've just come out at dinner time for a walk. Usually I would have gone to somewhere... Usually I would have gone to somewhere like Greg's or the supposedly healthy salad bar at Morrison's, which is not healthy at all with the amount of crap they put all over it. But today I'm giving that a miss and I'm going for a brisk healthy walk instead and have a look where. It's lovely here. I do have my orders to go shopping after work today, so that's where I'll be going before I head home this evening. Get some nice healthy ingredients for tonight's meal, then do my workout and get the editing done to upload this for about 9 o'clock hopefully. Here we have my haul from the supermarket, very nice and healthy. I did accidentally buy 2 of these. I thought I'd bought different flavours, but apparently not. And it doesn't actually say that it's vegan, but there's nothing in the ingredients to suggest that it isn't. So I'm happy with that. I think for tonight though, despite all these ingredients, I think I'm just going to go for some baked potatoes with onions and maybe some beans, or maybe a tiny little bit of cheese on with it as well. I've only had that avocado toast this morning to eat all day, so I am ready for something now which is quite filling. Right then, I am ready for my workout. I want to do about an hour, so I figured I'd do half an hour on the rowing machine and then half an hour on one of the exercise bikes. I'm not sure which one yet. I might even do 15 minutes on both of them, just as an excuse to see what sort of noise they make. So that's the rowing done. Now I'm going to move on to, put some equipment back and then move on to 15 minutes on both of the bikes. That's 15 minutes on this bike done. Just missed it. Yeah, this bike definitely needs some work doing. I don't know if you could hear it through the camera or not, but it was making a real racket. I was honestly expecting parts of it to fall off as I was working out. So, oh, there we go, look. So I'm going to have a look at that tomorrow and see if it can be fixed, and if not, I'll just get rid. Probably wouldn't be a bad thing anyway, to create a little bit more room. But if I can keep it, I'd like to. Anyway, 15 minutes on the recumbent bike now. There's the final 15 minutes done. And to be honest, this recumbent bike was a lot easier. It was the easiest machine of the three by a long way. Anyway, I need to go and get a shower now and then make myself something to eat and tidy up. And I'll see you soon. My jacket potato is nearly ready, and I've chopped up some leeks and peppers here. Yes, I may have got a little bit overexcited with the leek, but I just love the stuff. Got half a tin of beans ready and some garlic oil ready to fry the leeks and peppers in. I know it sounds stupid considering the size of me and the position I've got myself into with my health, but I actually do really enjoy vegetables. The problem is I just don't eat them enough. It's a lot easier to eat junk food than it is to chop all this and cook it and eat healthily. Like for instance, I would have before had 2 jacket potatoes and a full tin of beans with a load of butter and cheese in it, and that would have filled me up easy. Now I'm having 1 jacket potato, half a tin of beans, a leek and a pepper, and much healthier, and hopefully will fill me up even more. Whilst I'm cooking this, I just want to do a quick voiceover and explain something that I was thinking about whilst I was on the recumbent bike, because it's 20 to 8 now and things have taken a lot longer than I was expecting. I'm eating a lot later than I thought I would be. I'm doing my workout a lot later than I thought I would be, and that isn't an issue. I don't mind eating or working out late, but it means that whilst I'm doing my editing for this video, it's getting later and later into the evening, and then tomorrow morning there's going to be nothing, because obviously having done my workout today, it's apparent that it's going to be too loud to do such things first thing in the morning, because it'll just upset the neighbours. So what I'm thinking, even though it's only my second day doing this vlog, is I will start doing the recording during one day, so today, then tomorrow morning I will do the editing and schedule it to upload tomorrow evening, and then tomorrow afternoon I can be at work charging on my batteries and that, and then in the evening then I can be doing my filming and my workout when it doesn't matter if I'm being too noisy. So in a sense it'll be like having one day in arrears for this vlog. I think it'll be a lot nicer to do that anyway. You know, in an evening, the last thing I want to be doing whilst I've been to work all day and then had a workout is sitting down and doing a load of editing. I'd rather be sat with my partner and the dogs and the cat and my various other pets and just relaxing for the evening. Put a bit of smoked paprika in here. You've got a question really. If it doesn't have smoked paprika in it, is it even edible? Really? I don't think so. And that's my meal ready. It might be a bit unconventional. Jacket potato with beans, peppers and leeks, but there you go. I just need to work out how many calories I'll have had today and how many I've burnt off. I'm not really that bothered about calorie counting, to be honest, but I know some people watching this might be eventually, so I'll calculate that up. It'll just be an average, and I'll post that up soon at the end of this video. I just wanted to make a few quick observations. Main one being with the rowing machine, I didn't feel as though I was getting a full length of motion. When I was forwards, the handle was already hitting the fan and I wasn't even stretching or anything. So I think what I'm going to need to do is maybe try and adjust the the footrests or even extend them somehow, just so that I'm sitting a bit further back when I start, and then I have to lean further forwards and just get more of a row action with each pull. So for instance, instead of it ending there and then not having to lean forward at all, I might extend the footrests to about here, and then when I move forward I'll probably be stopping about there, and then I'll have to lean forwards and then move further back whilst I'm pulling. Another observation is with this, whatever this machine's called, and I don't know if you could tell or not on the camera, but it is so flimsy and it was making a racket. And that's, I don't know if it just needs tightening up or if it's supposed to be like that, which I doubt, or it's on its last legs. I must say I didn't feel very confident on it. It didn't feel sturdy at all, and I'm not really looking forward to using it again. But I'll have a look at it tomorrow and see what happens when I tighten some bolts up, and hopefully we can make it feel a bit safer. And finally, for the recumbent bike, this was really comfortable, but it was a bit of a pain in the ass to sort these out. I didn't actually put them on, and I might even just take them off completely. I don't really know why you'd need these on such a piece of equipment. And I think also I'm going to try and move it backwards a little bit as well, just so I've got a little bit more reach with my legs. It was quite bouncy as well, actually, at first. Once I got a bit of a rhythm going, it was fine. And it also seemed really easy, so I'll probably end up turning it up to probably about 6, just to see how that goes, and then possibly even 8, depending on how it feels. Finally, to end this video, I've just jotted down some averages of what I've eaten today. These are obviously just the calories. So 216 the avocado, 4 slices of toast, that's 125 calories each, which was a big surprise. Sweet tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, they're 15 calories. 100 calories in the potato, 40 in the pepper, 60 in the leek, because it was a large one, and 60 in an apple, which I had after my tea. I haven't included the milk that I have in coffee. I haven't included the calories in pepper and smoked paprika. And also I've taken away 35 calories for the leftover leeks and peppers. So that gives us a total of 1,000 calories consumed on average. I'm not going to bother weighing out everything that I can't be bothered with all that stuff. As long as I've got a basic idea of what's going in, then I'll be happy.